miss you, babe.
Oh my god, I hear goodbyes.
Me too.
Well, hi there, guys. So I'm finally getting around to doing the Q&A. So what I'm going to do is answer as many questions as I can in this video. I'll probably do a second part, depending on how many and how long it takes me to answer the questions. I want to say thank you, first of all, for everyone who's taken the time to ask me something. I don't know how much these questions are going to make me laugh, smile, piss me off, who knows. But I feel like what I'm going to do is answer the top questions first, so the ones that have the most likes, and go from there, okay? So let me see here. I have my other phone. All right, let's get to. Okay, so far there's 70 questions. Let me just top comments. All right, first question. Will you ever answer these questions? Well, smart Alec. Yeah, I'm doing it now. Thanks for your question. All right, do you think you could spend the rest of your life in the heat of the desert and having to travel every few months for the rest of your life? Let me read that again. Do you think you could spend the rest of your life in the heat of the desert? So, thank you for the question. This is a question from a Beezer, by the way. Thank you very much, Beezer. When I live my life, basically, let me explain how I live my life. I don't ever think of the forever. I really just live in the now. So, I plan for like kind of immediate future, but I don't know how I'm going to feel in a few years. I don't know what my life is going to be like. You can plan your future all you want, make these big plans far down the line, and then God says, no, I have other plans for you, and or circumstances change, whatever, things happen. So I really don't know. I don't love the heat. So preferably in the future, yeah, we want to travel. We want to travel and experience different climates, different environments. I typically don't like to stay in one place forever. Forever is kind of a word that scares me when it comes to staying put. That's the best I can answer that question. Thanks for your question. Next question. Okay, the first question had 54 likes. The second one, 207. And this one has a whopping 411. If you weren't doing YouTube, what minimum wage job do you think you'd be struggling at right now? Honestly, if I never did YouTube, I would probably be working in the field that I have been working in for many years, which is health administration type jobs in healthcare offices, in hospital, clinics, stuff like that. Or who knows, I would be doing something else. Like, I'm very kind of unpredictable when it comes to changing my path of life. And even I don't really trust myself to have a solid plan. So I don't know, I might get bored with that, because I was kind of getting bored with that field of work and I just wanted to do something else. So that's why I took the opportunity to try something else while I was off of work. So honestly, either an admin job or something completely unimaginable that I have no idea what it would be. So thanks for the question. But I think it's important to acknowledge that there are a lot of people who struggle with minimum wage jobs. And I do think people, should be paid a livable wage. And there's a lot of room for reform in that. And if you're struggling, my thoughts and prayers are with you. And everyone struggles in life. Even me. I'm not rich, by any means. I'm probably like YouTube minimum wage. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so you got to do what you got to do to survive. I don't think there's, anything wrong with that. Okay, this one has 80 likes. Earlier this year, you mentioned that you had an appointment for a psychiatric assessment in April. What happened with that? Do you think it's necessary to address your mental health in order to build a solid foundation for personal growth, maintain healthy relationships, and achieve overall well-being? Yes. So my belief with mental health help has shifted a little bit ever since I've been, first of all, I don't remember saying that I had a psychiatric assessment. I think I was going to seek one out, but I just never did go. In Canada, getting a psychiatrist, the wait list is like so long. It's so long. And here, I don't know like what I would have to do, what I would have to pay. I could look it up for sure. But I've been in and out of mental health systems since I'm 15. I've gone over that history. I could do another video if you want to hear the complete video, then let me know. I can go into a lot of detail, take the time to detail that, my history with that. But since becoming more religious, just doing a lot of self-help, self-education, stuff like that on my own, reading more into things. Okay, I really don't feel comfortable talking to a one-on-one therapist or anything like that. I've tried it many times. Maybe I didn't give it long enough chance, but I just don't like it. And again, I could go into more details at another time, but basically I'm on medication, which does help with the mental illness. I think it's just something I'm just gonna have to live with for life. It's a medical, more of a clinical depression. Mental health runs in my family, and there's partly genetic. There's also a lot of situational things that I can change that can improve my state of mind that I acknowledge fully. Really hard, which is why I'm not very successful, because I've been to cognitive behavior therapy. I've tried that very briefly, but there's just, to me, it's you can look up all of these things online. There's so many online registered therapists and stuff like that who have tips and how to deal with situations. That's fine, but it's just also lifestyle. I have to really set myself up for success. I have to exercise more, because that really helps your brain chemicals, the happy ones. I have to eat better. I have to do so many things to try and improve my situation. I have to stay spiritual. I have to stay connected to God. So I just think that there's a lot of things that I have to work on myself and not rely so much on help from outside sources. I know what I have to do. I don't feel like I'm lost and need a life coach and stuff. I know what I need to do to succeed. It's just the doing it. It's tools are nothing if you don't apply them. That's my problem. And I have seen a psychiatrist many times. I don't think I've had a proper brain diseases mental health diseases maybe that I have, like that I don't know, and I'm not being medicated properly for them. Who knows? So maybe in the future I will look into that. Right now I'm on Cipralex at 10 milligrams, and that actually does help with taking the edge off. But I do still go into depressive moments, but I'm in and out of them. So it's just kind of a roundabout. I don't know, I really know how to answer that question. I'm still figuring it out basically. So to be continued on that. But thank you for asking the question. You have a good point. I know there's a lot of my audience that just wants to see me do well and really tackle my issues. I understand that. And I thank you for caring. Okay, this one has 76 likes. Okay, this is a long one.
Do you ever feel embarrassed? I'm not even asking at this stage to be mean, nor am I asking to be nice, I suppose. I'm fixated on trying to understand if you feel embarrassment at all. And if you do feel embarrassed, how do you keep uploading? Like, is it that you don't feel it, or is it that you don't care? Or you care a little bit, but you found a way to push past it? Psychologists have described elements like the shame landfill in recent times, in which your shame landfill starts up empty, and then is filled with other people's fears and insecurities, and I would love to know what you think about that. If you think you have one, let's effing go, Chantal, let us know. I'm asking. This is the tone of someone who is asking someone else who works at NASA about Saturn, by the way. 100% genuine interest.
Okay, let me read that again. Psychologist landfill. Okay, so basically what you're saying is we all have a clean slate, and then we become embarrassed and like develop self-doubt based on other people's fears and insecurities, and like we mirror that. I don't really understand that. Like, I pretty much flunked out of psychology, so I don't understand. Maybe you could like elaborate. Maybe in part 2 I can answer this, but I genuinely don't understand what you mean. The first part, do I ever feel embarrassment? I mean, I'm human, so yeah, but it's very fleeting, and it's very rare that I feel embarrassed. I just don't feel embarrassed about things that you would normally feel embarrassed about. When ripped in public, stuff like that. I don't know. Whatever people get, rejection, because to me, why be embarrassed about something that we all get embarrassed over? We all do. Like, we're human. We should be understanding each other, not making someone feel shame and to feel embarrassed about something that happens. Like, I don't know. I really just, next. Okay, 45 likes. Are you going to get your tattoos removed? Oh, that's a good question, actually. I do kind of want to, yeah. I definitely want to get this one, like my chest tattoo removed. How many tattoos do I even have? I have this one on my wrist and then this one here. I do want to get them removed, yeah, at some point, but I don't know. They're still kind of there. So I got them before I was Muslim, so I think it would be fine. So I don't know. You know what? I probably won't get them removed. Nah, probably not. You got me thinking about it just now, like, but no, probably not. All right, I'm going to do one more question and then I'm going to resume. So I do have a community post up. I'm wearing a tie hat, my cat. If you want to ask me a question, add to the list, go ahead. I will answer them all eventually. Okay. I'm not afraid to do these. Let's talk. 50 likes for this question. If Salah said he would leave you if you didn't start taking your weight health seriously, would you actually try it? I mean, your relationship would be that much better if it was easier for you to get out and enjoy things together. The biggest thing is you would feel better. You just have to learn to be okay with being uncomfortable until it becomes the norm. You can do it. You just have to want to do it. By the way, I do think it's great, and you've gone on walks lately by yourself. That's a great start. Thank you for the question. So I don't think that it would work, me changing for him. I don't believe personally that changing for anyone other than yourself is long-term sustainable, and that's just my belief. There's also always going to be a part of you that if your partner demands that thinks they don't accept me for me. Now, on the other hand, I do understand if it comes from a place of concern. You don't want your partner being unhealthy. Like, if the roles were reversed and Salah had the condition I have, I would be deeply, deeply concerned about his health and really probably be on his ass to change. Yes, I would. But at the same time, like, you feel bad pressuring somebody or talking to somebody over and over, making them feel bad. So if he was like, I'm gonna leave you if you don't get healthier, I would totally understand that, actually, because it's, I don't know. But at the same time, we still live a decent life. We still do a lot more than a lot of people who are healthier than I am. But at the same time, I would like to improve the quality of my life, and I agree totally. It would greatly improve our lives. We could do so much more activities. Just, I, on a personal level, would enjoy my life more too. So of course, that's going to affect the quality of our life, our relationship, etc. So I see what you mean. So it's like, it's a complicated question, I guess, for me to answer, but thank you for asking. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I feel like I've been rambling for a while, so I'm going to thank you again for asking the questions you asked, and then I'm going to again invite you to ask me more questions, and I will do this as a series. So just scroll down, check out my community post. It will be there. You can ask the questions and I'll get to it eventually. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the future. Bye.